Hi guys, Figure-Boi here, back with another video to showcase the pops that I got from Popcultcha all the way in Australia. So I've been wanting Bruno from Encanto for a while. Like, he's literally like, well, before this he was like sold out everywhere. Like, all my local shops didn't have him and whatever, but finally you know, they got him back in on the Popcultcha website, so I was able to import him in, no trouble. My only nitpick about it is his stand, the pegs don't feel right, so I'm kind of worried that if you try and, I'm going to keep him on his stand, but I'm worried that, you know, if I try to remove him, it might cause the bit of plastic to snap off, because it already looks as though it's kind of starting to, you know, kind of, if you saw the peg, you know what I'm talking about. It feels as though it's been eroded away, but it's almost like, you know, it'll be fine if I just don't mess with it. But there you go. It's all because of that, you know. We don't talk about Bruno song. That's why he kept selling out. But got him at long last, so hopefully he comes back in stock, you know, here. So you don't have to go to the same go through the same desperate measures I did. What's he doing to the bird? I also like the fact that they even have like little descriptions of the characters here as well. So that's kind of unique. So yeah, I've already got these two from the line. I won't be getting any more, but there's some more characters I think they should do. If not, as like a second wave, it's probably a bit late for a second wave. They'll probably do them as exclusives, if anything. Because I imagine there'll be people that are interested in it. And here we have Eagley, which is an Amazon exclusive in the well, it's just not necessarily UK or it's just an Amazon exclusive overall, US, UK, whatever. Just that I idiotically didn't think to check the Amazon website to see if they had it, and sure enough they did. Next day delivery, but by that point I'd already ordered it through Popcultcha. So unfortunately I don't have the Amazon sticker on mine, but at least I have a better, well, probably have a box in better condition, because usually like Amazon's kind of bad. It has been, well, bad in the past for shipping, so it's almost like a small price to pay for salvation, but here are the other characters you can get. So there is a normal eagley you can get too, so that's pretty neat. So I'm kind of glad that I was able to get hold of this one, because eagley is one of the best parts of the Peacemaker show. I mean, the Peacemaker show might be considered by some to be kind of mid or kind of okay, alright. That's how I describe it, but I am looking forward to season 2. It's probably better than the other stuff that you're probably going to come out with. But there you go. So let's actually, because I said in my description of my last video, I do an in-depth review because I don't want to keep this too long. But so for Bruno, has a little ratatouille here. Like I said, the robe's very detailed. They've got it more or less spot on. The guy that voices him played Luigi in the Super Mario Brothers film with Bob Hoskins. There's a fact for you. So this is how far he's come. See, look at it. It looks as though it's a bit cracked. So I've got to be very careful. He's not the only pop in my collection. It's like when I got the T-Rex from Jurassic Park, the peg snapped. And also I've noticed my Emma Frost pop that the stand like cracked, and the peg is stuck in her foot. So yeah, that's annoying, but I have no intention to sell this anyway. So I'll be very happy to finally put this in the Disney section of the cabinet, because I really thought I'd have to pass on him, because I'm kind of be disappointed, because I don't want to be like, oh, you simp, you know, for just having 2 female characters of Encanto. So I was like, I wanted this one, but they keep selling out. So it's like, I mean, if I decided not to get the others, I would have been happy with just this, but I kind of wanted the other 2 as well. So there you go. Very nice. Don't really know what else to say other than he looks very... It really captured his tiredness. Like, even his eyes look as though they've got, like... He's got bags under his eyes. So yeah, he'll happily speak to little Mickey Mouse there. As for... Stop falling over. I know he's exhausted, but no excuse. Yeah, the US flag on the Eagley pop is not flocked. But I wouldn't really expect it to be necessarily. I mean, would have made it, well, yeah, to be fair, it has to be very hard to actually, you know, yeah, that would have been really hard to do. You know, you know, so it's probably better off that way. But we have, even because sometimes with animal pops, like from TV shows or films, they might as well just be a standard, like, animal pop. Like, could be from anything and isn't all that kind of unique, so it might feel a bit generic. With this one, they've really given it a lot of personality. I don't believe it ever holds the US flag in the show. If it does, I can't remember. But here, you've really given it a lot of personality here. It's almost like, it looks like he's a member of Peacemakers in what he is. He's supposed to be his best friend or whatever. Well, Eagley is technically Peacemaker's best friend, but someone might argue with that. But as for the line itself, at least they didn't. I think one thing I would say is that I'm kind of disappointed that they haven't done unmasked versions of Peacemaker and Vigilante. That would be really cool. That could have made for a good. Oh, great! It's come off his stand. I have to try and put him back on without it snapping, like I was saying before. Because they have done like an exclusive version of Peacemaker for a Comic-Con, which is him doing the peace sign, but he has like his helmet on, so it would have been better, a bit more unique if they actually just. Because I know he has different helmets in the show, but it's something that would have been better if they actually had one without his helmet, and then at least it would have felt a bit more unique and worthwhile. But at the same time, so I was like, well, they could have done a 2-pack with the two of them with their masks off. I'm not going to sing mask off, but yeah, because sometimes you might say, oh, the unmasked variants are a bit lazy because it's the same body with a different head. Well, there is some truth to that, but so I'm a bit biased to that because one of my rarest pops is an unmasked variant of Princess Leia Bush Unmasked, 1008 pieces, Comic-Con 2015. Well, at least I think it's exclusive to 1008 pieces. I may be wrong, but that's what I thought it was. But and it has its own. Other than just having a unique head sculpt, it also has a completely new box as well. Just saying. So, yeah. That's why I like unmasked variants, because, sometimes a character looks stupid with their, mask on. So, well, the figure anyway. And I'd rather have the character without the mask. So, that's why I like the unmasked variants. So, even though they're not all that different, good enough for me. So it feels, you know what I mean? They're still valuable, so I guess. But anyway, I guess that's all I really have to say, just I've got to be careful with flock pops, because, I don't want to get my grubby fingers on it, because I've got, a ghost pop, which has, a mark on it. I don't know if there's any way to see if I can wash the mark out somehow. When I first got it, I don't know if I got my grubby fingers on it or it was already like that, but that's the thing with flock pops. Got to be careful. But I will look into that, to be fair. Yeah, very nice. There's a lot more flocked Pokemon pops coming soon, so I'll have to look into that. But I somehow doubt they'll be so straightforward to get, considering that for some reason they treat Pokemon pops like exclusives, and they only come out feels like they only come out every 6 months. We're so far behind. I was like, why don't you just release them all at once? When they first come out, why aren't they released normally? What is it with the licensing? I don't understand. Oh well, but at least we're getting them in. That's the main thing. Yeah, and also I noticed that I got a ton of views and likes for my a ton, more than 2 on my latest Comic-Con vid, and I also noticed I got 3 dislikes. What's going on about? I don't know what that. Yeah, that's how I felt when I saw my 3 dislikes. It's like, what's wrong with that? Seriously, what is it? Is it because is it the selection? Is it because I've taken my figures out of the box? Is it the song that's playing? Could it possibly be the description, or were you just simply expecting something more from me? Well, I guess that's your problem. Okay, that's your problem. Or just blaming the fans who said they were fans to begin with. whatever the case, whether you like these videos or don't like, whether you don't like these videos or like these videos, I'm just grateful for people tuning in, and it actually makes all this feel worthwhile. So for that, I'm very grateful. So if you like this video, please leave it like. If you dislike this video, I guess you can leave a dislike, but I won't be able to see it, and comment if you want. Cheers, and I'll focus on getting him back on his stand. You know, I was going to do an eagle impression, but I ain't gonna do that. Wait, where's the off button?